Thank you for watching day 1 summary and requesting to see day 2. The only reason I'm doing this summary is because of you guys, because you asked in the comments. So if you want to watch day 3, make sure to leave a comment for me and let me know if you want to hear this, because if you knew my schedule, you wouldn't believe that I'm doing this just because of my love to help other people. So don't forget to leave me a comment. Let's get started. On day 2, Tony talked about the power of identity. It's a powerful force because it's a need inside of us that we want to stay consistent with what we believe is our identity, what we attach I am to, right? That's like when you say, I am consistent, I am resourceful, I am lucky, I am a go-getter, I'm a fireworker, I'm a gladiator. All of these are identities that we create inside of us, and we want to stay consistent with them. Let's dive more into it. In order to understand identity better, we need to understand our belief. What is a belief? Belief is a feeling of absolute certainty. So when you feel something is absolutely this way, this is your belief. Right? Let's do a test. Look around wherever you are, look around and look for everything that is red. Go ahead, look, maybe even on your computer, on your desktop, on your phone. Look around and see what you see that is red. Count everything. Okay. Look and see what you can find that is red. Okay. Now close your eyes and tell me how many green stuff you saw. Open your eyes. I know you're looking for red, right? So now do this again. Look around and look for green. Look and see what are the green things that you can see and find and count them. And you can pause the video and go ahead and do that and come back. When you're done, let me know. Did you find more green the first time or the second time? Second time, right? Because you were looking for green stuff. Also, let me know when you were looking for red, how many orange, pink, God knows what other color, burgundy stuff you saw, and you said, oh yeah, that's a red. It's okay, I can count that as a red, right? Or when you were looking for green, maybe similar thing, right? Bluish green, blue, God knows gray, right? What do we learn from this? What does this show us? It tells us two important things. One, we see more of the things we're looking for. So wherever focus goes, energy flows. When you're looking for more red, you see more red. When you're looking for more green, you see more green. Also, because we want to stay consistent with what we're looking for, we change stuff. We give it a different meaning. For example, we see pink and we count it as red. We see orange, we count it as red. So in real life, let's say you have a friend and you absolutely trust them, you really like them, and you're close friends, and all of a sudden they talk really bad with you, or they do something really painful to you. What do you say? You probably think they might have a bad day, right? But what if you don't trust someone? You hate them and you believe they're liars, and they do something good for you. What would you say? You probably think, what do they want? What are they looking for from me, right? So these are the examples that you can think about and see how you can change the meaning of things based on what you believe. Now, what you believe about yourself is your identity. And there is a need inside of you that wants to keep you consistent with that identity, with that belief. You believe, oh man, I'm an action taker. I'm going to take action. You go take action. If you believe I'm a procrastinator, you will procrastinate. You will just say, you know what, I'm going to do it tomorrow. Like you say, when I decide on something, I'll go do it, and you do it. right? Because you want to stay consistent with that identity that you believe in your mind. Now, if you want to create change, the easiest way to do that is to change your identity, change your belief about who you are. And this way you can create the change much faster and much easier. Then Tony asked us 2 questions. Who are you and who are you not? For example, I always say I'm an action taker. I'm a firewalker. When I say we go, we go. And if you've been to Tony Robbins' Unleash the Power Within, you know what I'm talking about. And I say I'm a gladiator. When it's about business, I remind myself who I am. So who are you and who are you not? For example, I always say I'm not a procrastinator. I don't postpone stuff. When I say we do something, we do it, right? And I'm not a liar. I hate liars, right? So this is my identity. Find out the answer for you and see who you are and who you're not. Then he talked about the thermostat. All of us inside of us have a thermostat that can kind of hold us back if we're not aware of it. For example, you know how the thermostat works, right? So you set it, let's say, on 70. And then when you go down, and get colder, the room gets colder and you get to 65 maybe, it starts to take you back to 70, right? And the heater starts and take you back to 70. Or if you go up to, the room goes up to 75, it turns on and is like, no, where are you going? Come back, you're at 70, right? We have the similar system inside of our mind and our brain that does that if you're not aware of it. How does that work? For example, you've never been a business owner, or you just started your business and you are hustling so hard and you're not making so much money and you kind of get used to it. Then you get a coach and you become better, and yet now you know what to do. You start gaining a lot of clients and making a lot of money. Your thermostat may turn on if you're not aware of it and be like, oh, where are you going? You're getting too hot. Come back down, cool down, right? So this is your thermostat. You need to be aware of your thermostat so that you can work on yourself to remind yourself, I have this new identity and this new identity has higher set points. And this happened to me too. When I started, like after a year or so, I got to a point that I made like $21,000 in 1 week. And all of a sudden I was so happy, but all of a sudden, a little bit after that, I didn't make any sales because I think I got to a point that I was like, what am I doing? I'm not this, right? It wasn't that obvious in my mind. I was like, why I don't have the energy to do it, why I can't get on calls with people. And I started doubting myself. Am I really that good? And I got into imposter syndrome. So many things happened and I went down, and it took me actually a really long time to get back up. And it needed so much work. I actually had to, I could see the results in my clients' lives and businesses and see that, I helped a client 10x her business during that downtime of myself. But still, although I helped her, but I couldn't believe in myself. I felt like, no, maybe this is just, I got lucky or she got lucky, right? Then I got another client and then I helped her. It took me a long time to get out of that, but the most important key to get out of these feelings is to know that's a thermostat and that's not you, and you need to create a new identity. And my dog just came. Hi, Pooh. So if you want to change something in your life, change your identity. How can you change your identity? He says that when you say something frequently enough, loud enough, and long enough with a high intensity, you start believing in that thing. And this was actually Hitler, but this is what people use. And these are techniques. And it's interesting to know that people even use brainwashing techniques to help other people. So the technique is the same, the outcome is different, right? So you don't need to be a bad person to use what Hitler did. You can use the technique and use it for good, okay? So it's about meditation. It's about every day, maybe when you wake up, remind yourself what Tony says is every day and every way I'm getting stronger and stronger. Every day and every way I'm getting better and better. Whatever you want, use that. This is a technique that Tony has in one of his courses, Ultimate Edge. On day 1, there is a bonus day and you can listen to it. And I think it's in another program as well. I have all of his programs. I've taught all of these things before. But I think it's Ultimate Edge day 1 bonus day. And if you want the whole thing, like, let me know, maybe I can help you in some way. Anyways, so for example, every day and every way I'm getting more powerful and more powerful, right? Every day and every way I'm getting better and better at public speaking. Every day and every way I'm getting more passionate and more passionate, right? Like, so, and then you say it constantly, long enough, loud enough, with high intensity. It's not like thinking about it, it's actually saying it. And then after a while you become, because your brain cannot say the difference between what is actually happening or what you believe that it's happening, right? So you create that belief inside of you. If you want more info on that, let me know. I might already have more videos on it that you can go watch and enjoy. If not, I might have better solutions for you. So I don't want this video to be long. So if you need help in this area, let me know. I'm happy to help. But something to know is that there is a triad. There is a tool that Tony has called the triad. And I talked about it in the previous video, so you can use that as well. So you can create an identity using the triad. And every day when you wake up, what we do, so what Tony recommends to his coaches to help other people with, is to ask them to do it at least 3 times a day. And then you just review this and read the triad that you created for yourself loud enough, long enough, with high intensity, until you become that person and you no longer need to see the triad. It's within you, right? So I was about to get into something else, but let's go back to the day 2 summary, the rest of it. Then he talked about brand and identity, and how brand in business is similar to our identity in our life. And then he talked about how you can use your brand in your business to increase your sales, profitability, and just make more money. He asked us to answer this question and say, why do I need to do business with you versus your competitor? Basically finding your unique value proposition or your competitive advantage. Then he talked about 5 steps that we need to take. First step is to understand the power of identity. Then when we understand the power of identity, second step is to be able to articulate that, understand it, know what our identity or our unique value proposition is, and be able to communicate that with others. The third step is to practice communicating our identity or our UVP, our unique value proposition. Just practice communicating, telling other people about it so that we can get better and better at it with more passion and with more excitement. And in a better way, we can transfer what we do and our emotions to other people, our ideal clients. Number 4 is to live it. Live your identity. And if we're talking about business, your business needs to live its identity, right? And number 5 is to market it, talk about it, tell people about it. Because if you have a business and you have a good business and you have a good why behind it and you don't market it, how do people know about it? How do people come and find you to do business with you and learn from you and make that impact, that change in their lives or in their business with your help? So for example, my why is to shine a light on what is unseen so that all of us can achieve our potential. This is my why. What is my identity? I'm a caring person. I love to help people. I love to help people. And you probably see from this video because, you know, this is what I love to do. And I'm not making money from YouTube, at least for now. And if I make, it's just nothing. It's super small. So anyways, that's a different story. I love helping others and I love being there for them, inspiring them, help them make more money. Money is also super important to me because I moved to the US about 12 years ago. And if I could make this happen, if I'm here where I am today, anybody else can do it too. English is not my first language. So if English is your first language, good for you. And if it's not your first language, who cares? Learn English because it's good, but like also you can do this. If you want to make money, if you want to build a life that you love, if you want to live your why, it's possible. I've done it and I love helping people doing that, right? So this is my identity. I know my identity, and I've learned how to communicate with that with people. For example, for my business, so I'm a business coach and consultant. I've been in finance for over 19 years. I have an MBA in marketing. I love what I do, and I am really good at it. So when I want to communicate it with people, I realize when I say I help people or I help businesses make more money, that's the best way to grab their attention, because this is what I do. But instead of explaining them, with over 19 years of experience in finance and MBA in marketing, I use financially approved marketing strategies to increase your profitability, and then use the marketing techniques to increase your sales. Instead of all of that, I just say I help businesses make more money. Then if they ask how, or they say, oh, I'm interested to know more, then I explain it to them, right? So you need to also practice how to say what you do, either in your business or in your life. If you're looking for a partner, know how to market yourself. It's a sales process. And also know that why do people need to work with you? What's your unique value proposition? Or why do people want to be in a relationship with you? What do you have that is good for them, right? What's in it for them? Because it's a two-way, road or whatever, right? So it's a two-way transaction. If you want to get love, you want to also give love, right? So you always, in any situation, you need to think about all of these. And then when you know all of these, then you know how to communicate it. You also need to live it and market it. If you're single and ready to mingle, maybe comment below and maybe put your Instagram ID, and maybe other people will find you and you guys can get to know each other. Okay, I'm becoming a matchmaker now. Okay, let's move on. This is the last part. So last part was about adding more value. Tony always talks about this, whether it's your life, it's your relationship, or your business. You always want to add more value. If you add more value to your ideal client more than anybody else can, there's no way that they're going to go to anybody else. You're going to create an irresistible offer. Right? You're going to create an offer that is so good that they cannot resist, and they will work with you, and they come to you and they become your raving fans. It means that not only they work with you, they come to you, they will also recommend other people to come to you. So I hope I do the same thing. I hope these videos are helpful for you, and I hope that you send this to other people and invite them to subscribe to my channel, watch this, like it, and leave me a comment. I'm a real human and I love to really get to know you. So go to my Instagram as well and introduce yourself. I'm Roche the Firewalker on Instagram, and I would love, genuinely love to know that you came from YouTube. And please talk to me. I read all my DMs if Instagram shows it to me. All right, I hope you really enjoyed this. Let me know if you wait too long to let me know. I might not do day 3, but if you do, I will do my best. This takes a lot of time from me, but I'd love to help you. So if I see that you really like this and I can find the time, I'll definitely do it. See you next time. Ciao.